This is the first how-to video about AMS 6.0. In this video we will show you how to install the AMS server, and thereafter activate the license. Before we can install anything, we first need to obtain the installation set. To do this, go to the Keyinfinity download store. There, first select Software, then Access Management System. And finally, the latest version. Then from the list that appears, select the product and its language of your choice. Once you've found it, select it by clicking. And on the next screen, click Download All. You'll receive a zipped version, which you then unzip and save to an installation folder or drive. And from there we can install the software. Go to the unzipped AMS 6.0 folder. There you will find the installation sets and the add-ons. There are two standard add-ons, the Import-Export tool and AMC IP config tool. The last one will be installed by default with the current AMS installation. The Import-Export tool is a web-based application that helps to simplify user creation and modification. The tool comes with two extended configuration documents. The Advanced folder contains a lot of add-ons for extended functionality. In some folders you will find an installation set and others only instructions on how to enable the feature. Time management is an AMS feature to gather in and outgoing events to calculate working time. EN stands for English. We have downloaded the English version. There is a total of 15 different languages available for AMS 6.0 to download. To install AMS we need administrative access in Windows. First screen shows an QR code and an URL link that bring you to the list of how-to videos that will be constantly updated. You can subscribe on this playlist to be automatically notified when new videos are published. The second screen will show you the AMS 6.0 prerequisites and the list of core components and APIs that will be installed. Here is the new Report Manager API for time and attendance reporting from a web page. Read the end-user license agreement and accept it, otherwise you will not be able to continue. AMS will install an SQL Express Edition to store the configuration. The SQL instance needs a password. Remember that well, because with every add-on or companion application that you install, you need it again. From AMS 6.0 the events will no longer be saved in SQL anymore but in an Eleucine-based library. That is faster, can become much larger and increases the retention time significantly. The installation folder can be modified if necessary, but this is usually not necessary. There is one default account in AMS and that is the administrator. That needs a password. Also important not to forget. The last step will start the installation. That can take a couple of minutes. We will play it fast forward. In total AMS will need 3 firewall rules to allow incoming connections. You need this to access from another PC. Here the installation process will start building the SQL database and instance. When the installation is finished, click Next and then Finish. The system will restart. First thing to do after restarting and start up AMS for the first time is enable a license. After first start we are invited to allow the third and last firewall rule. It will provide access to the dialog manager from outside. Log in with administrator and the password you saved during installation. This login dialog is the only place where you can change the administrator's password. To activate the license, go to Configuration and then Licenses. You have two options here. You can either go in License Manager to activate a license, or you enable the built-in demo. That is a full packaged license that will work for 5 consecutive hours. Thereafter you need to restart. We will choose to go in the License Manager. First we need to save a system information file. That identifies the current PC with a unique fingerprint. Confirm and click on the link on the next page. That will open the remote portal where we can start the registration and activation. If you don't have an account here, create one and log in with that. We go to the page Software Licensing. There we need to follow the 3 steps to activate the software. First step is claim the software order. Therefore we need the software order ID. Or entitlement ID. The name can be anything. But it can help in finding it back easily. This is the order confirmation mail with the entitlement ID on top. We copy that and paste it on the software order ID line in the dialog. Then the system will tell us what the order consists of. In this case it contains 2 base licenses and 2 mobile access expansions. We need one of each for this setup. By claiming it, we reserve the licenses for ourselves in the name of the logged-in user. Step 2 is the activation itself. We click the small key icon in the middle of the page. Now we need to bind the license to the system, and therefore we need to upload the system information file that we created in the beginning. The site could be the location, the building, the department, or whatever defines where your system is located. First click the base license in the first dialog. Then click Next. And then in the second dialog, click the expansion license and select the quantity. Click Activate to finish step 2. The third and last step is the download. We need to bring the license to the PC. Save it to a location where you can easily find it back. And return to the License Manager. We are ready on the remote portal. Back in License Manager, click Continue. And then Import. Select the just saved license file. AMS will copy it to its Programs folder. Click Finish to close the License Manager and return to AMS. That needs now to restart. After a couple of seconds, you can log on again and check if your new license is loaded correctly. And here is the new license. It will be valid as long as this version remains active on this system. Never change the computer name, otherwise your license will become invalid. This is the first AMS 6.0 how-to video. Many more will follow. In the meantime, you can also watch the AMS 5 and AMS 5.5 videos. These generally only differ in details from AMS 6.0.